Now, this next story may have you think twice about what you share on Facebook. A new report says the company has been paying hundreds of contractors to transcribe audio clips collected from chats. Now, according to Bloomberg, Facebook has stopped the practice, but the Irish Data Protection Commission is investigating to see if the European Union's stricter privacy laws were violated. So to learn more about this story and just what Facebook has to gain from it, we turn to investigative journalist Ben Swan. Talking about Facebook, Ben, you know, you and I both are very active on Facebook. We share stories both of what we do professionally, but also stories of us personally.
Yeah.
Why would anyway Facebook be transcribing this content, and what exactly were they transcribing?
Well, the assumption has been for some time that what Facebook was transcribing, what they're looking to do is listen in on conversations that it's picking up through its devices in order to kind of market to you and sell you products. So they can hear the kinds of things you're interested in, the kind of things that are useful to your life, and they sell you stuff, right? That's the idea. The problem is that Mark Zuckerberg got up in front of Congress recently and said that's not what they're doing. In fact, what he said was, there is a conspiracy theory, that's the term he used, a conspiracy theory that we're listening to your conversations so that we can sell you stuff. And we're not doing that at all, okay? But you are listening. We know that. We know that these conversations are being transcribed, some of them vulgar conversations, according to the contractors who are actually doing the transcribing. So if Facebook is not listening to these conversations to sell us stuff, what are they listening to them for? And that's what's very unclear.
Well, and that's very interesting on that. When you're talking about transcribing, are they just listening to, I know there's the option that you can do audio phone calls, or are they just listening all the time that you have the app open?
So they say they're not listening through the app.
Okay.
Do you believe them? Because I don't believe them right now. In fact, what we find is every time Facebook says, no, we're not doing that, then they get caught later, and then they say, okay, we're not doing that anymore, which, by the way, is also the case here. You mentioned that Facebook has stopped doing this. Do you know how long ago they stopped doing it? 1 week ago is when Facebook stopped doing this. It's only because the contractors were speaking out and they knew they were going to get caught, so they want to come off as, we've already stopped doing that. We don't do that anymore. That is Facebook's MO for everything they do. Every time they're caught doing something that they shouldn't be doing and they know they shouldn't be doing it, they say, that's a practice we don't perform anymore 3 days ago, 2 days ago. It's like your kid when they get in trouble and they say, I don't do that anymore. Yeah, 5 minutes ago because you got caught. So here's the thing, is that Facebook apparently has been doing this for some time. It's happening through their Messenger app, which means that they're listening to people who are specifically sending stuff through Messenger. It does not appear at this point to be coming through these other systems, but we don't know that to be the case. Facebook has this little device that they set up called the Portal, where you can FaceTime. It's not FaceTime because that's Apple, but it's essentially like a FaceTime mechanism that allows you to video chat with other people. Are they transcribing those? We don't know at this point, but it wouldn't surprise me if they were.
Well, Ben, and I'm going, okay, so if you're listening to me, you're transcribing it, but you're saying you're not using it for marketing purposes. I'm actually very concerned. What else would you be using it for? Is this a way to keep tabs on me? Is this a way for possible blackmail in the future? Actually, it's kind of reassuring if you tell me, no, I really just want to sell you a product. I can, like, at least that's a good excuse.
Yes.
There's no other reason to go for it, but Facebook's not the only one who has been doing this, correct?
Right, that's absolutely correct. Apple has done it as well. Google has done it as well. We know that these other tech companies are doing it. The difference is those other tech companies claim they're doing it so they can sell you stuff.
Right.
They do claim that the reason that they listen to your conversations is because they say it's just for marketing purposes. It's so we can better serve you and we can better, provide access to ads for the things you want. But I agree with you. If Facebook is saying that's not the reason we're doing this, the only reason you could be listening and transcribing my conversations is more nefarious than selling me stuff. So if that's not the reason, what is the reason? Because it can't possibly be a good one.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll see if there's anything, and in the future, we'll find out if there's anything we can do to actually prevent that from happening. Thank you so much, Ben, for following this.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.